there was also another match on there on the February 12th card that got my attention. It's the Chance Shaw versus the Sandre match. What do you know about this guy, Sandre? He's a real young kid coming up and all.
I believe, is this the same guy that beat Herman?
I'm not really sure. I did remember hearing that Sandres was going around saying that no Americans are good pullers, and he was talking a lot of crap. And I believe Chance Shaw was the one that took the challenge. He stood up and was just like, "Yo, I'll pull you."
Yeah, I have no idea who that guy is. The guy that pulled Herman looks like that him and Chance would be close. So I don't know if that's the guy or not. But here's the thing about Engin. I'm going to say it again. If Engin Terzi invites your American ass to Turkey, he plans on you taking an ass whipping. I'm just telling you. Now listen,
why do you think that?
Because Engin, in his brain, it's like systematic racism. It is in his blood to have animosity and jealousy issues with the way American arm wrestlers are portrayed to the world. Back in the day, we had John Brzenk. Because we had John Brzenk, we had it all. So it didn't matter. Engin could tell you for the last 40 years how many guys in the European nationals, the European, the world championships that would just absolutely rape and pillage the American competition in their weight class. For some reason, though, Engin considers the USA one and everybody in Europe won, instead of, because America is still amazing if we're just compared to Turkey. You know what I mean? But if he involves the entire European Union against us, and we are getting softer every day, right? And they are just so fucking, listen, I don't know how to not be an American hater without saying that, yes, they are stronger, more dedicated, better, right? The problem is that there are some of us in the United States that still have the skill level to compete at that level. Just know that if he invites you there, he thinks that dude is going to whip your ass. And he's hoping it happens just so it will. And listen, I'm not telling, and I know that he will not like for me to say that. And I love that guy. I got no problem with that dude. We have argued, and we are also on the same wavelength when it comes to what we see. So we have I got
to vouch for Travis on that, because when I first got into the game, I started working with Engin right away. Me and Engin hit it off. He was my coach and all. And I remember going to you right at the beginning and bringing up Engin. And you were like, yeah, me and Engin, sometimes we clash or whatever, but that is one of the best guys in this world that you could get coached by. And I'll never forget that, the respect that you gave Engin. You guys might go back and forth and tease each other, but you definitely made it clear that Engin is definitely the encyclopedia of arm wrestling and a very, very knowledgeable person that I should definitely learn from.
And he may deny that he is doing that in the matchups. I don't care what he says. That's what I believe, right? And I will argue with him as much as he wants to about that. So I'm just telling you, he's thinking that and hoping, and I shouldn't say hoping because he does love John Brzenk. That match in his mind is probably 50-50. But every other American, either he hopes they lose or he's upset that they win.
What's funny about that is that I saw the text the other day. He posted it, and it was between you and Engin. And Engin was calling you out. So it's funny that you're saying this, because obviously Engin sees you as no threat right now and wants to take your ass out.
Yeah, well, I wasn't quite as big when I talked to Engin the other day. As you can clearly see, I have now been training. So if Engin sees this tape, he won't have the same opinion. That's for sure.
So I would love to see that. That would be
And let me comment too. Let me tell you this, that my entire career was blossomed by guys like Engin not thinking that I could beat that European competition. So Jonathan Prida, Chance Shaw, Todd Hutchings, who is a fucking freak and is going to handle his business anyway, John Berzink, and Michael Todd. I hope that you guys know that even though Engin thinks your ass is going to lose, you can gain a lot by handling your business. And I'm pretty sure Michael Todd's going to handle his business. I'm pretty sure of it.
Do you have any experience with Gennady?
I have been in Gennady's presence 3 or 4 times, and I can always tell he is always looking at me like if he could only get a hold of me in the right, because there's been times we've been in the same room when he is clearly stronger than me. The problem that he has is that he's European and they can only get to me after they beat their guys. And the competition is so tough over there. Gennady has yet to be the guy, but plenty of times he was the 3rd or 4th guy that probably could have, and you know, he would have loved to have pulled me in Moldova, right? The first time when I pulled John Berzink. But instead he pulled the tournament and he went 2 and out to push Karin Trubin. So, you know, it's a tough gig. The dude's a beast. There's no doubt about it. But the level of medication needed for him to compete with Levon is not sustainable. He knows it, so he can't, you know, he ain't gonna fuck with it. Now, he has his level, whatever that is, and it's great. But, you know, you really got to think about the personal sacrifice if you're trying to pull with Dennis or Levon.
What would happen if you pulled Engin Terzi? You know, I know Engin's weighing I think about like 210 these days. You know, he's not in shape at 210, but what would go on between you going against an Engin 210 pound?
I would kill Engin.
Wouldn't even be close?
No. Are you shitting me? He's a tiny man. Fuck out of here with that. Don't ever come at me like that. Didn't I just tell you that we're getting ready to take over the world? We can't be having problems with Engin Terzi and then pull Dennis. My God.
Now,
me and Engin will pull in a charity match when I am getting into the American Hall of Fame. All I need is for me and you to create a Hall of Fame. I'll be the first guy. Engin will come in, special guest.
Nice. That sounds good. Another person that
I want Engin to pull Dallas Langston in the United States, and it's a strap match immediately, and we'll see what's up. Because I want to bring Engin to the United States thinking he's going to lose to my man Dallas.
What rule set would you like to do for them?
WAL. That means Dallas can smicker to him, wait 30 seconds, put that strap on, and I'm telling you right now, Dallas Langston can beat Engin Terzi right-handed in the strap.
So, Engin, if you are listening, if you ever want to set that up, Dallas Langston is out of California. Really, really great puller. I think he's weighing around like 220 these days. Just a strap master, bro. Just like a ninja with the strap. So if you ever want that match, we can make that happen.
And we will have a seminar the day before, and we will split the entry fees with Mr. Terzi.
Well, what we would do is I've been in talks with Engin, and we were talking about doing like 3-4 seminars around the United States, and we would tie in some super matches and all that. So that is definitely something that we would definitely love to
go to Louisiana. We want Justin Bishop and Engin Terzi left-handed. We want Dallas Langston right-handed. And then the third match, Engin can decide whether he thinks that he wants to take another ass whipping or not. So
what about like a Craig Tuiller and Engin Terzi?
I like Craig Tuiller and Engin Terzi. The only thing is that I'm a Dallas guy.
Okay.
So I'm telling you right now, listen, if you want to set up Craig and Engin, I'm down with that too. I like it. But okay. I really like Dallas Langston in the strap against Engin Terzi.
Okay, now I know we touched on this a little earlier, but I want to focus in on the match in March between Ryan Espy and Kody Merritt, left hand, just because this is going to have a lot of it's going to affect you on what you do next, because I know you and Kody been talking about in June having your match, and
we're going to have me and Kody's match no matter what, because I've already signed the contract, so it's a done deal. I just hope that the arm wrestling world is not uninterested. And that's only because I love Kody to death. He's super busy. He's super busy. Kody needs to go take a lesson from Devin Laird and Michael Todd on how long to stretch out his accomplishments. Because my man is he must have an early diagnosis of Alzheimer's or something, because he's trying to get every goddamn match in 3 weeks.
I mean, when you're that good, brother, and you're that good, I would do the same too, man. He knows that left is pretty unstoppable right now. So,
well, let's put it out there. My man's eating that TRT, whatever he got going. He's rubbing out oil on him or some shit. Just all you gotta do is ask Tom Nelson about it.
We're gonna get back to that one also, but let's focus in on this Ryan Espy versus Kody Merritt, left hand in March. What is your predictions?
Every time I've seen him pull, Ryan Espy wins pretty easy. My fear is that Ryan Espy takes control and then Kody Merritt injures his arm. Cody's got a lot of heart, even when he's in an awkward position. And I can't imagine, from what I've seen in the past, that Ryan Espy cannot make it awkward. And so that concerns me as well. Kody Merritt's health concerns me in Turkey and with Ryan Espy.
Where is that match supposed to go down in March? Do you know?
No clue.
Okay.
Hopefully Canada. That's shut down half the time.
All right, we're going to have to find out about that, get all the details of that. And do you think it would make a big difference where it's held, or it really doesn't matter?
No, I don't think it matters, because Utah, I bet you they're not a 2-hour plane ride away from each other, from Salt Lake City, and he's in the middle of Canada, right up, above Michigan, I think, Saskatchewan area. So I don't think they're that far from each other. I think it's all good.
So what's the final score on that?
It'll be convincing. It'll either be 3-0 one way or the other. That first match is going to be super interesting. Neither one of them possess the skill to beat a guy after the guy's taking control. If they say go and Kody takes him down, he's going to beat him. I think that what I saw from Ryan Espy is a fish grip, tricky, very good starter. The dude's got good timing. And trust me, if you watch matches that I've pulled with him, he's moved first. And that's usually not a good thing. Lucky for me, I'm a lot stronger than Ryan Espy as a human being. So even though he gets off, there's just a little too much in the past.
Now, how many times have you pulled Kody in the past?
I've pulled Kody in Dallas and in Salt Lake City. So maybe there's probably another one I don't know about. So I'm going to say I pulled him in 3 events, probably a total of 4 times.
And what's your record?
You tell me what the fuck my record is.
4-0?
Oh, I'm listen. If Kody had a godfather, I would be him.
So now let's say that let's just say Ryan wins that. We still got your match in June with Kody. Now, do you go after June? Do you go after Ryan next?
No. I'd never go after Ryan. Are you shitting me? That's like telling me, you remember that girl in the 11th grade that loved you so much and you did not like her? You know you can hit that anytime you want. I know I can hit that. That dude needs me. So hopefully Ryan will talk to the city of whatever he's from in Canada, and it's gonna cost him to get me to come up there and hang out with him. I don't think we use Ryan, especially after he just got his ass handed to him by that Alex guy.
So that's my next question. So say you beat Kody in June. Is Alex next up?
If I'm you, from a business, I'm staying away from any foreigner. I'm trying to create a persona in the United States that Donald Trumps everybody. So that just like in the past, I've got Neil Pickup. I heard Igor's broke, but hey, Igor's gangsta. I make a comeback. I'm the guy who has received calls from those guys begging me to participate. If we grow this thing crazy in the United States,